and welcome to Broken Tool Garage. So this week we're going to go over something just a little bit different. It's going to be a channel update. We're going to talk about Ford takeover and a new project that I have in the garage. So isn't this just exciting? Now I have some other videos that chronologically are sooner than this, but I wanted to get this out because the Ford takeover event is in 2 weeks from now. Right? Or at least when this comes out, it'll be 2 weeks from now. It'll be 2 weeks and like 3 days from now. Right? So I wanted to talk about some of the stuff I'm going to bring to there and make sure, hey, let people know who watch. Are you going there? I'm going to be there. All right, let's start with the Ramcharger update. Okay, quick catch up. So the Ramcharger needed an engine. This is the slant 6 that I had out of my 90 red and white Dodge truck. I built this engine roughly 10 years ago. Great running engine. Stuffed it in the Ramcharger and drove it for a little bit and then found some antifreeze in the oil. Pulled the engine out, seeing what we got going on. Just got the cylinder head back from the machine shop. We're going to see what they have to say about it. Alright, cylinder head back from the machine shop. They didn't get much past magnafluxing. And here's why. Exhaust seat, no cracks. Exhaust seat, crack, crack. Exhaust seat, crack. Exhaust seat, crack. Exhaust seat, cracked. Not cracked. Yeah, so that's probably where I had issues. Maybe not a blown head gasket. It probably had cracked seats when I did like the stock rebuild on it 10 years ago. Yeah, so yeah, that could be repaired. It's in the seat. I'd have to put seats in there. But if you remember what I said, I put the slant 6 in the Ramcharger because it needed an engine in the Ramcharger, not because I wanted a slant 6 in the Ramcharger. Of course, it kind of grew on me a little bit. It is kind of cool. So at this point, let me rethink. All right, well, I got a 318 that actually was in the Ramcharger. Same thing, stock rebuild, end up pulling it out because there's a transmission issue, and then that left it, long story short, needing an engine. Slant 6 goes in, right? I still have the engine. It's been sitting on an engine stand for a while, and I'm like, okay, I need a set of heads for it because I robbed the heads for another project. Y'all know how that goes, right? You see where I'm going with it. So let me rebuild it. Hey, I got a set of heads over here. Let's look at these set of heads over here. Now if we look at these right here, and I know it's upside down, but you can see these are the 318 302 castings right there, or swirl port heads. You can see with the closed chamber right there. If you follow Mission Impossible, there's been a lot of work done on these heads, and they were looking at using these cylinder heads for their build that they have going on. So I'm like, you know what? I got a set of those. It ain't bad. I've had good luck with it. That's actually what I built for my last little mild 318 that I put in the red and white truck to sell it. I did these. Cracked. Okay, one crack. All right, right across there. Not exactly what we want. It's actually right there. Okay, well, all right. Let's look this other one over here. Let's see how it looks. I need to get it in the light here. All right, yeah, that works. No cracks. Looks good and clean. Ooh, that's cracked right there, same spot. All right. Ooh, cracked. Ooh, you can see that crack. You get the angle right. You can see that crack up into the actual chamber right there. Yeah, so all right, well, if I'm going to run a 318, I'm going to need a set of heads. Okay, well, let me think about this. Oh, remember this thing that's just been sitting the whole time? What was it, like February or something, where I broke the engine in and haven't done anything with it? That's a fresh engine right there, just sitting here. And it's not even the engine that I want to keep in this truck anyway. I mean, yeah, I want to keep a 360 down in there, but that's a 360 fresh engine. Huh. Well, why don't I just throw that in a Ramcharger? And then I'm getting use out of the engine that I have time and money invested into, and the Ramcharger runs. So that's going to be the plan. I'm going to get this pulled in eventually. You might already saw a project in the shop in the background, but that's coming up. That's what I'm going to use. It's not what I want to keep in there, but that's what I got right now. I am going to go with a 318 eventually in the Ramcharger and continue the idea of a good cruiser. Overall, I think it's going to make a better cruiser than with a slant 6 in a truck. That doesn't mean I'm not going to do slant 6 stuff. I have projects you haven't seen yet. Mopar cars. Old Mopar cars. And I think a slant 6 and a lightweight Mopar car would be a much better match than in the Ramcharger. New project. Okay, this is actually my parents' truck. They have the 96 F-150, and it's a 96. It's showing its age, so they ended up getting this 2011 Ford Ranger 4.0 with a doorless lock. Take a 2 with a light. Pretty clean truck. 75,000 miles on it. 4.0 automatic. Probably faster than my junky old Mustang. Yeah, really nice. And extended cab. Just take a peek underneath the hood. So, like I said, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing a good tune-up on this. So that's, the oil change, transmission fluid change, rear end fluid change, spark plugs, wires. I'm just going to go ahead and do coil pack, air filter, pull the tube off here, clean everything up real good, take a peek at everything. There was something here that I noticed was this wire right here was, it's been taped up right there, and there is a check engine light on there. So I went ahead and pulled the plug off to see what the plug is. I can get another plug at Rock Auto and just replace that little pigtail part of that. So there'll be, well, hopefully, I don't think there's any more of that. I've looked it over. There might be another piece or two of that convoluted tubing that's rotted. I think I found some over on the other side, but it's just doing some good basic stuff like that. There's the ABS light and traction control lights on, so I'm going to be troubleshooting that. Of course, we've got the belt to change on it, and just some good service stuff on this truck, and get it out to them so they can enjoy it. And who knows, maybe I'll get a deal on that 96 F-150 they got and have another project, because I don't have enough projects. Yeah, I'm joking. I'm being facetious. Ramcharger. I want to drive it. Life keeps happening, but parents are more important, making sure they have a good vehicle. That's more important than my toy over here. Okay, let's move on to Ford Takeover. Remember the video where I pulled that right there? That engine? I'm bringing that to Ford Takeover with the upper-lower intake. It has the fuel rail, throttle body, the intake tube. Let's see. Oh, we got our pile over here in the corner. Brackets, flywheel, the little whatever spacer thing that Ford likes to use. The part of the wiring harness looks like the injector harness. I remember that. No computer, but it does have the engine side of the harness. And probably something else greasy buried down in there. I'm going to be bringing that with that block. I'm going to tear that block down, because if you saw the video, I'll put my link up there, the short, and then I'm going to put the link up there for the full video on that pick. If you're interested in that, I plan on having that at Ford Takeover in the swap meet booth right there. So I am going to tear the block down, get the crank is no good on it. I'll probably have the rods and pistons to kind of clean them up just for spares if someone wanted spares on it. But the block really needs everything, so that's why I said in the video it'd make a good base stroker kit on it. All right, so yeah, that's the swap meet part of Ford Takeover. That's some of the stuff I'm going to bring. Let's look at a couple more things. Okay, I actually got all these intake manifolds out because they were over behind the door in the corner, and I just want to show a little bit better what we got here. All right, this one I'm going to be bringing. It does have the HO plate with it, throttle body. I got my lens cover in the way. Okay, and looks like I got an extra set of valve covers here. I have the intake. This all come off one car. So it has a harness with it, but it's in a little bit unfortunate condition. It is there with all the injectors, salt and pepper shaker. So it's something that might be able to be rebuildable. Has the fuel rails, has the heater core tubes on there as well. So that's one system right there. I'm going to bring in it. I'm going to be bringing this one right here, which is also still the HO right there, upper lower with the EGR tube and the heater tubes right there. That's all that I have on that one. That's the one off Jim right there. And then some more wire and harness and whatever cut up stuff, but it's got connectors on it. This one I'm keeping for Project Phoenix because Project Phoenix doesn't have the intake it has on there, doesn't have the intake coolant temp sensor or air temp sensor. So I want to swap out to that, and this is all one system right here. So I'm going to be using that. Eventually, maybe next year, I'll have that done. So I'll bring Phoenix's old stuff there. But anyways, that's the overview. Like I said, I'll be bringing that set right there and this set right here to Ford Takeover as well.